It's Tuesday on Daily Iowan TV Sports, which means Iowa football is in preparation for their next opponent.
We will send it over to Taylor Brooks for a look at Iowa's first Big Ten opponent of the season, the number 19 Wisconsin Badgers. Taylor?
This will be Iowa's first true test, especially with Big Ten Conference play happening. They will travel to Madison, and one thing about Wisconsin is they are very consistent, especially on the defensive end. They rank nationally 11th in allowing rushing yards at only 82.8. The way Iowa matches up to this defense offensively, Iowa has the pass game of C.J. Beathard and run game of LaShawn Daniels Jr. and Jordan Canzeri. Then you add on how versatile Iowa's wide receivers and tight ends are. They create a stellar matchup with Wisconsin. As for Iowa's defense, they are one of 2 schools in the nation to yet allow a rushing touchdown.
I can assure you what they do creates a lot of stress on you, defensively. They just if you try to load up in one area, they're going to find it real quick because they know their system and they know where to go.
Same style offense as we are, and same type of players. We know it's going to be grind. They're a fundamentally sound football team, and as are we. We just have to go out there and try and out execute them and play our best football.
Reporting outside Kinnick Stadium, I'm Taylor Brooks for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
I'm definitely looking forward to this game this weekend, especially the atmosphere inside Camp Randall Stadium.
Same here. Now, as for other fall sports, swimming and diving kicked off their season in the Windy City of Chicago this past weekend.
Jordan Maloney tells us how the Hawks are feeling after such a great season last year.
After hosting the men's swimming and diving Big Ten championships, as well as the men's NCAA championships last season, the University of Iowa swimming and diving program enters a new season with their name on the maps. But head coach Mark Long isn't dwelling on last season.
Last year, hosting all of those championships and to have the NCAAs here, which was really a dream. In a lot of ways, it was kind of like we arrived. This year, we've got a lot of returners, a lot of great point scorers for us, and a different level of excitement. So a completely different year, a completely different team.
As the Hawkeyes are getting ready to dive back into things this season, the team has been working both in and out of the pool, starting from the fundamentals.
This year we've been working on the ABCs of swimming. So what we do outside the pool, how we sleep, how we eat, lifestyle choices, and I think that's helped tremendously.
The teams opened up their 2015-2016 season on September 26th with wins over University of Illinois Chicago. The men's team put up a 155-57 point win led by junior Jackson Halsmer, who finished the meet with a pair of first place wins in the 200 free and the 200 free relay.
It's going to set the mentality right for a lot of the newcomers especially, and it's something for us all to build off of.
As for the women's side, these Lady Hawkeyes recorded a 146-72 point victory with outstanding performance by Katie Wells, a freshman who swam away with wins in the 100 backstroke, 100 breaststroke, and the 200 medley relay.
Just to use it as confidence and just keep on rolling.
The Hawkeyes return to action on October 9th when they will host the intra-squad meet at the Campus Recreation and Wellness Center Auditorium. That's all for today in swimming and diving. I'm Jordan Maloney with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Going off what Jordan was saying, 2016 is an Olympic year for swimming and diving, and some Iowa swimmers are looking to qualify for Rio in the summer.
That wouldn't only be good for them, but for this Iowa program as well.
Definitely. Now, switching back to the football field, there's one person you can't miss in Kinnick Stadium on Saturdays.
And that tradition has been around for a while, and that's the Iowa Golden Girl. I took a look at the Iowa Golden Girl and the history behind the position. Before the swarm of Hawkeyes and highlight plays on Saturdays during the fall, Whitney Secker-Anderson, the Iowa Golden Girl, takes the field in what has been a tradition for nearly 50 years.
I'm like a member of the band, and that's first and foremost. The band could go on without me, but I couldn't really be there without the band, so I definitely see myself as a member of the Hawkeye Marching Band, and as the Golden Girl, I do stand out a little bit more since I'm in the sparkly costume and I'm twirling, and so I just want to be a good representation to young girls who maybe aspire to do something like baton twirling.
Dr. Carter Biggers completed his doctoral thesis on Iowa, detailing the history of the Hawkeye Marching Band, including the Golden Girl.
Twirlers and majorettes have been a long part of the collegiate band landscape. There were majorettes in the Hawkeye Marching Band well before there was an actual Golden Girl.
Frank Pearsall came to the Iowa Marching Band in 1967 and made a change we still see almost 50 years later.
director of bands. One of the biggest changes, I guess a very distinctive change that he made to the Hawkeye Marching Band was the establishment of this Golden Girl position.
Lanny Jo Gilflesh was still in high school when she became the first Golden Girl in 1968. The position remains one of the most competitive twirling spots in the nation.
Everybody knows about the Golden Girls. Students that are coming up in the ring know, hey, if I get to that pinnacle of twirling, I have an opportunity to go twirl at some of these great institutions.
For the current Golden Girl, being in a Big Ten marching band speaks for itself.
We are at the University of Iowa. It's a Big Ten school, so the band has a tradition of being a Big Ten marching band, which is pretty prestigious in the marching band world, I would say. So being able to twirl with them is an honor in itself.
Hawkeye Nation will continue to see Whitney Sekar Anderson as she returns for her 5th season in 2016. Mark Fry, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
I have no idea how she does it with all those batons.
Me either, but that does it for Laura and I here in the Daily Iowan TV Sports studio.
But check us out on Wednesday where volleyball reporter Hannah Thompson takes a look at their dynamic front row. Back to you guys at the desk.